In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 19, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Minnesota Twins versus Kansas City Royals. The Minnesota Twins, fresh off a split of a 4-game series in Boston, travel to Kansas City to take on the Royals. Minnesota is now 4-6 on the season as they battle back from last year's hugely disappointing season. Kansas City comes into this series with a record of 3-5. The Royals game on Sunday was postponed due to rain in Kansas City. It marked the second game this season that the Royals have had canceled due to weather. The pitching matchup for Tuesday features right-hander Chris Archer making his second start for the Twins against right-hander Carlos Hernandez of the Royals. The Twins are 4-1 in their last 5 in Game 1 of a series and 8-21 in their last 29 Tuesday games. The over is 16-7-1 in the Twins' last 24 Tuesday games. Meanwhile, the Royals are 4-1 in their last 5 after an off day and 12-5 in their last 17 in Game 1 of a series. Kansas City is 2-5 in their last 7 Tuesday games. The Twins had a middle-of-the-pack offense in 2021, and they boosted their group by bringing Carlos Correa and Gary Sanchez into the fold. While they haven't hit the lights out yet, their series against the Red Sox was proof that they can score some runs when they aren't facing a pitcher named Kershaw. Their matchup with Carlos Hernandez is a favorable one in spite of Hernandez's impressive fastball. Hernandez showed poor control with a 15th percentile BB rate in 2021 and an inability to deceive hitters, sitting in just the 17th percentile in chase rate. If Minnesota can be patient enough to take their walks, they should be able to have plenty of traffic on the bases and cash in on them off a young pitcher who hasn't harnessed his great stuff yet. Chris Archer looked solid in his first start, and the weak Kansas City offense is also a great matchup for him. His stuff should play up against an offense that looks seriously underpowered with their .566 combined OPS in the early going. Neither team is coming off a great series. Archer should be okay for a handful of innings in the start. That said, Minnesota scored 2 or fewer runs in 4 of 5 games heading into Monday's finale. In that one, the Twins had a pretty solid all-around outing despite allowing 11 hits. I like Minnesota to keep it going for the opener of this series, so the Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. The Royals scored a combined 6 runs in 3 games against the Tigers, with all 3 game totals ending under the number. The Twins' offense is comparable with that of Detroit's, and all 3 of these teams rank in the bottom third in nearly every offensive category. Archer was able to pitch 4 innings of shutout ball against the Dodgers and should have no problem with a significantly less talented Royals lineup. The Royals also enter the game with the entire bullpen at their disposal, with an off day Sunday and a rainout on Monday. I don't expect a ton of runs to be produced by the Royals in this one. I do think Minnesota will score some runs as their lineup starts to take shape. Monday's power surge against Boston is a positive sign, and the Royals staff may be just what the Twins need to start a scoring binge. Still, I expect a fairly low-scoring game in the opener as the Twins come in off of a 4-game series without rest, and the Royals bats having been off for 2 games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Colorado Rockies. It's the continuation of an early week set on the diamond in the Mile High City as a pair of struggling National League teams do battle. The Philadelphia Phillies are on the road as they travel for the middle game of their 3-game set with the Colorado Rockies Tuesday night. Philadelphia lost 3 of 4 games on the road against the Marlins over the weekend as they were clobbered 11-3 in the series finale Sunday afternoon. Colorado ended up with a split of their 4-game home set with the Cubs as they were beaten 6-4 Sunday afternoon. The pitching matchup for the series opener Monday night saw Aaron Nola take the mound for the Phillies against the Rockies' Chad Kuhl. The Phillies are on a bit of a slide over their last 7 games, but it's only a matter of time before the stacked lineup figures it out. As a matter of fact, they have figured it out when it comes to facing left-handed pitching. Philadelphia is the 6th best offense against LHP with a .279 average, and they're ranked 3rd in OBP at .376. They'll be facing a left-handed starter in Kyle Freeland tonight, and he's had an an undesired start to the year. Freeland has a 0-2 record with a 10 ER over 9 innings of work. He's allowed 14 hits and 4 walks, which equates to a 2 WHIP. I like Philadelphia to get to Freeland early and often in this game and win the game outright as slight favorites. Although the Phillies are 2-5 in their last 7 after scoring 2 runs or less in their previous game, they are 6-2 in their last 8 games with the total set at 9 to 10.5. The Rockies are 4-10 in their last 14 games as a home underdog and are 2-8 in their last 10 when their opponent scores 2 runs or less in their previous game. So the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. I'm pretty confident that the Phillies will be able to get to Freeland and touch him up for several runs. Freeland has a 10 ER over 2 starts, and Philly is one of the best offenses against lefties so far this season. As for the Rockies, they're just swinging the bat really well as a team. Perhaps the numbers are a bit skewed due to playing at Coors Field, but Colorado boasts the league's best offense in terms of batting average and OPS. Normally I like playing unders at Coors Field because of the bloated totals that come with it, but this is one high total that's justified. Don't be surprised if both starters get chased here. Look for this game to turn into a slugfest, where we'll see plenty enough runs to reach the over tonight. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus Oakland Athletics. The Baltimore Orioles face off against the Oakland Athletics in Game 2 of a 3-game series. Oakland prevailed 5-1 in the opener behind solid pitching from Frankie Montas and a 4-run 6th inning aided by some sloppy Baltimore defense. Sheldon Neuse went 2 out of 3 to raise his overall season average to .308. The Orioles are 14-53 in their last 67 road games and 17-49 in their last 66 overall. The Athletics are 1-4 in their last 5 during Game 2 of a series and 1-5 in their last 6 overall. The under is 20-6-2 in Orioles' last 28 overall. The under is 6-2 in Athletics' last 8 home games. The Orioles are 22-50 in the last 72 meetings in Oakland and 3-9 in the last 12 meetings. Neither of these clubs are projected to be among the top contenders in the American League this season, and both will likely struggle with offensive consistency throughout the year. With that said, the Oakland defense has performed well thus far, averaging better than 5 runs per game. The Orioles have pitched decently up to this point, but will be unlikely to do so for much longer with their ace now on the shelf for the foreseeable future. The lineup has struggled immensely, compiling just 2.2 runs per game so far. Oakland is 4-2 in their last 6, while Baltimore is 3-7 in their last 10. The Orioles' offense can't put runs on the board. The Oakland Athletics are playing better than expected through their first handful of games, and while Irvin has struggled through 2 starts, he has a hot offense backing him up. We can't say the same for the Orioles. The Athletics' offensive production has nearly tripled Baltimore's when it comes to runs scored. However, when all is said and done, it is unlikely the Athletics will rank among baseball's best offenses in 2022. Baltimore's pitching staff has held it together through the early part of this season and will once again be able to patch it together against a mediocre Oakland offense. On the other side, Baltimore's anemic offense will continue to struggle against Cole Irvin. Baltimore's pitching staff is better than Oakland's at the moment. The Orioles have a 3.04 ERA, which is the 5th best in the MLB, and the biggest reason why none of their opening 9 games went over. On the other hand, the Orioles are at the very bottom in runs scored with 21, which explains a lot. Cole Irvin will probably keep the Orioles at bay in the first 4 or 5 innings, so I don't think we will see more than a run or 2 from the visitors in the first half of the tilt. Baltimore is scoring just 1.53 runs per game against left-handed pitchers. Plus, the under is 3-1 in Oakland's last 4 games and 9-1 in all of Baltimore's games so far this season. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.